Okay, so guys, I've been playing this game called Architect, and today I just want to share what I personally experienced while playing the game. So when I first tried it, the very first thing I noticed, guys, was the graphics. The graphics are actually really good. Maybe right now you don't fully appreciate it because what you're seeing in the video is not the actual in-game quality, but trust me guys, when you play it in-game, it actually looks really beautiful, at least for me. And the overall vibe of the character classes feels very fantasy style. So if you played Final Fantasy games before, you'll probably understand what I mean. It has that kind of vibe. And one really good thing here is that classes are not gender locked, so you can choose any gender for any class, which is honestly really nice. And in terms of character customization, you can customize almost every detail of your character, like your nose, your eyes, your ears, everything guys. You can customize every detail, and this is very common in Korean MMOs. And for this playthrough guys, I actually choose an assassin girl. And guys, another thing that really made me say this is so nice is the cinematics. Guys, the cinematics and effects gives that wow feeling, especially during the intro of the game. Even though I don't fully understand the story because it's all in Korean guys, you can still tell that there are some good twists, especially at the beginning guys. And one downside though guys, I noticed that most of the really good cinematics and effects are mainly focused on the intro. And then after that guys, the story delivery becomes more of the usual NPC talking. But I'm not really sure about the middle or end part of the game yet. Maybe the good cinematic effects come back later. But in terms of gameplay and movement, the game feels very smooth for me. If you ever played Odin Valhalla Rising before, you will notice that the movement here actually feels very similar. I say maybe around 90% of the smoothness of Odin's gameplay or Odin's movement, the character's movement, which is actually really good. And if you compare this to, let's say, Legend of Ymir, which we're currently playing, Ymir's movement feels much heavier. And I know that's intentional, that was really part of the game's design. Based on the interviews, the devs mentioned that they wanted that heavy and giant-like vibe. That's why we feel that in Legend of Ymir. But if you compare the two, Architect and Legend of Ymir, Architect definitely feels smoother and lighter because Legend of Ymir was not designed for that. And also guys, as you can probably notice, the open world is actually pretty big. It really feels like this game is designed for exploration of the open world. Right now, you might also notice that there are not a lot of players around, but even with that, the world itself still feels large and open. Like you can ride mounts to move around the world, and honestly just look at the surroundings guys. The environment design is actually really nice. You can also swim in the sea, and then from there you can climb up mountains while having a good view of the open world. And for sure there will be moments where you will stop and you just want to look around and feel how big and how beautiful the world is. And of course guys, you can also fly around, and while you're flying you will notice that there is this bar that limits how long you can stay in the air. So it's not unlimited, but still guys, it gives you enough time to enjoy the view and explore the open world from above. So overall guys, it really feels like the game wants you to move around, explore, and take in the world, not just run from quest to quest. And all of this guys gives me really strong Odin Valhalla Rising vibes, but this one leans more into a fantasy style atmosphere. Now for the combat guys, as expected from a Korean mobile MMO, take note guys, this is mobile MMO, so there will be always this auto fight and auto questing. But guys, at this point right now, I don't really have a lot of skills unlocked yet. That's why I cannot show you some good combat animation, but from what you can see, the combat is fast-paced. Like there are a lot of effects happening already with each skill, and even in basic attacks. So overall it feels smooth in combat. It's not something special, but it doesn't feel bad. And one thing I also want to mention guys, and this is actually kind of rare for Korean mobile MMOs, here there is no actually gacha for playable characters. So basically, the character you choose at the beginning will be the same character you'll be using all the way to endgame. But guys, based on what I researched, there are still some gacha system, but those are mostly for other things like cosmetics or costume, not for playable characters. So yeah guys, for now, that's pretty much everything I can say about this game based on my experience. I do think this game has a potential, especially if it ever gets a global version, but for now, we'll just have to see what happens in the future. Alright, so guys, thank you very much for watching and supporting the channel. And as always, happy gaming.